right, I think we're in business, guys. All right, geez. So I was done working at 3:55 today. It's now 4:58. So this tire had, like I said, I think like 3 holes in it. So I only found one staple, but there was a bunch of different holes all over the tire. So I don't know if I just like ran over this damn staple like 3 times. I don't know what the hell it was. But like, I don't know. You know, I ride over freaking beer bottles and syringes and freaking crack pipes every day. And then right where I park my bike, I'll run over some staples, like some little tiny staples. Takes me down. So it already has slime in it, so I aired it up. It got to like 11.5 psi, and then I noticed it was slowing down, and I could hear the air leaking out. And then I started seeing what I thought was the puncture hole, which it was one, but then I saw another one. So I let all the air out, pulled the valve stem out. Then my slime bottle was clogged because I had lost the cap. It fell out of the hole in my slime tipped over in my bag, a couple weeks ago, and it was probably vibrating. Pulled the lid off the slime bottle because my pannier bags are so old now. They're so damaged. There's a bunch of little holes on the bottom of my bag. They're small, so I can still hold big stuff, but anything small is going to fall out. So the cap had gone through the little hole. It must have, when the bottle jumped up, it popped the cap off of it. So I taped it with black tape. So then that bottle, it was pretty dry. It wasn't too plugged. So I unclogged that. That wasn't a big deal. I was expecting that, It was almost like a little, it made its own cap, just like glue or anything else. Then the little tube that you put the slime in with, and this tire already has slime in it. So the little tube had a little bit of stuff in it, cleaned that out. Then I go to start pumping slime into it, and it's still not pumping in. So then I gotta go find a Q-tip. I find a Q-tip for to unplug my Schrader valve. Then I start, and then the bottle of slime's almost empty, and it's a 32-ounce bottle. So I've got to bend it. I got to hold it upright and keep that straw, that tube, from collapsing when I bend it 90 degrees. Actually 180 degrees, not 90 degrees. 90 degrees would be easy. And then, so it takes me probably 10 minutes to get the slime, not 10 minutes, it takes me like 5 minutes to get the slime in. And I air it up, and it's still not, the tire's still not holding air. So I spin the tire around and spin the tire around. And then I noticed that the tire was a little bit the tire wasn't concentric with the rim, of course, because it was sitting there flat. So I let some more air out, got the tire all set, aired it up, went outside to leave, and then, like I said, the other side was popped out. So I went in, let all the air out, got the tire set, aired it back up, and now we're in business. But I just think so I've gotten 2 flats at work, and it pisses me off. Like, I don't mind getting flats. Like, I get them all the time, even with slime. But these tires are just, they're just worn out, and they're not expensive, so it just comes with the territory. But what's frustrating is getting flats at work. When you're ready to go home, I'm all excited about getting on my bike and riding. And the tire was aired up when I punched out of work. I just went to I went to the shop to put some oil on the chain. So I cleaned the oil, or cleaned my chain off, put some oil on it. The tire was aired up. I was cranking I tipped my bike over and I crank it and spin the tire and, get the oil, the chain lubrication, distributed properly. And then I wiped the chain down and clean it all up. And the tire was aired up 100%. And then I went to use the bathroom. I parked it in the hallway there where you guys see me. Go to the bathroom, come back, and my bike's laying on the side. I'm like, why is my bike laying on the ground? The pedals bent, those crappy pedals that come with these bikes. And it fell on the derailleur, but luckily my derailleur guard is still intact. My derailleur guard's barely intact because I've bent the derailleur guard I don't know how many times. I've bent the derailleur guard and bent it back probably, I don't know how many times, probably 20 times. Nah, not 20, probably like 10. But luckily, every time I mess with the back tire, I take my derailleur guard off and I put it in a vise and I smash it and I get a hammer and I form it back to its original shape, slap it back on there. And luckily I do that. But the reason why the derailleur guard has saved me, it just saved me right now for the first time falling over on its side, but usually it saves me from when I hit the curbs. So usually it saves me when I'm going off of a curb that's really high and I'm at a bad angle. The derailleur guard will hit the curb, or sometimes when you're going into a driveway and the curb transitions up, I'm right there on the edge and it'll go from low to high and it'll push it up. I've hit it in every direction, so if your bike doesn't have one and you ride like a psychotic person, make sure you get one of those. So anyway, yeah, so the bike is laying over on its side. I'm like, what? Somebody just come by and push my bike over? But no, the tire was flat, so the bike fell. It's just, the bike's just laying there, just freaking whining, crying. I could hear the pain. Usually I don't get irritated about stuff, I have a gnarly temper, but I don't like injustice. I don't like that. That's when I can get heated. But trivial things, like freaking, like flat tires or, shit breaking, I'm so used to it. Like, I don't even trip on stuff like that. But this was frustrating to me. It was frustrating to me because I was actually going to get off work at a halfway decent time. God damn. Now I got to race home because I'm late again. I'm not complaining, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm just explaining. I'm good. Like, I don't... These things happen. This looks like a new style bus. Look at how aerodynamic that top looks. Got one of them fancy ones. All right, so I guess the main reason is like now I can't deliver something new and exciting. It's just gonna be the same old, same old. But it's always good, you know. These rides are always good. They're always entertaining. There's not another channel like this. Yeah, there's tons of e-bike channels out there. And they're all, you know, they're all good. They're all good, you know. They're all cool. They all serve a purpose. And I think they're all unique. That's what's so cool about YouTube is you know, these channels, there's no other channels. No channel is really the same. You know what I mean? Because these are all individual expressions of who we are. I mean, I guess there's some that are probably similar, you know? But especially if we ever start reviewing bikes, man, I think this channel is going to keep growing, man. I really do have, I'm really hopeful that, hopefully, you know, if I can get, obviously if I get 1,000 subscribers and I can review e-bikes, then I don't care where it goes from there. If I can review one bike a month, that would be good. I mean, obviously I would and could do way more than that. You know, I could do a bike. I wouldn't want to do more than one bike probably every 2 weeks. Because like I said, I'm gonna ride the crap out of the bike, you know? And I'll get to really have a lot more fun because I'll know that I have a backup bike. So I kind of I actually ride very conservatively right now because of I don't want to mess this bike up. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm publishing this morning's video, but if I did, you'll know I slept probably like 4 hours, 4 hours last night. So I'm a little bit different right now. And the day before I probably slept 5.5. 5.5 is not too bad, but if you do like a 5.5 and then a 4, and then you're working like, you know, 10 hours plus on the weekend, yeah, dude. But we're on Dyer right now. We're on Main and Dyer. The weather's perfect. It's a little warm. It's probably 70, 78 right now. But it's a beautiful day. And it's great. I'm thankful and I'm happy to be on this bike right now. I just got to stay on the road, guys. with everything that's going on, if in my life, if I didn't have a bike, it would be I would lose my mind. Look at these fools. They're doing tattoos or what? So eventually I'm gonna have to start having conversations with groups like that, I think. All right, so we are on, what's the name of the street? Orange? I think this is Orange. Yeah, we're on Orange. And we're gonna jump on the Pacific Electric Trail. Not the electric, the Pacific Electric Chair. I almost said the Pacific Electric Chair. Yeah, they don't do the capital punishment anymore with that one. So we're on the Pacific Electric Trail, and we're heading to Orange, the city of Orange. And this is going to be a very familiar route. I feel like relaxing. I don't need any kind of intense situations. Gonna ride. Rough Riders. All right. So I don't understand the brakes on this bike, how they're still, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm on metal to metal, but you would think that would make a gnarly noise if that was the case. But these brakes, I've talked about them before. They're $10, and then I got a second set a few weeks later because these have been so good for 30% off. So essentially, I got them for $7, and they've just been sitting in my bags. We're gonna have to get back out on the street. We got a bunch of. Oh man, hope she's okay. Dang it. Jeez. I was gonna get in the street, but look at that little puppy. Man, that girl slammed on her skateboard. That's good though. As long as she didn't get hurt, it's gonna jump back on that thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to I try to make everything I have last as long as possible. So that's why I haven't really replaced the brakes. These pedals, if you go back to my old videos when I first started, these pedals were broken from the get-go. So I thought I was getting new pedals, you know, a couple months after I got this bike, because when I would pedal, the pedal was stuck. It wasn't spinning. So there's one of my videos, I'm riding to work and I gotta run in throttle only the whole ride because my pedal is stuck. But then I got to work, or I don't even remember where I fixed it at, but I got to whatever location. I must have fixed it at work because it happened on my way to work. And it was squeaky, you could hear it. Before that happened, you could hear it go. And so they have like these little rubber bushings, you know, probably to protect the bearings. It's not a sealed bearing, it's an exposed bearing. But they put these little rubber bushings in there. And the rubber bushings were just getting all bound up and like, you know, stuck in there. They're just, the pedals are goofy. I've just gotten used to them. So I just got my Leatherman and I ripped the rubber bushings out of both pedals, and then I put white lithium grease pack. I didn't pack it in there, but I just put white lithium grease inside the ball bearings, which is gonna, yeah, it's not good because that's gonna make dirt, you know, collect in there and grind, but it didn't matter at that point. The pedals were already crap, you know. So, and you know, for a couple weeks, oh yeah, I gotta go get pedals. I'm gonna go get some pedals. I'll buy them at the bike store. Support your local bike store. And I just never got them. I just live with them. And now I'm like, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, it's all good. All right, heading through the body. I really like, if I ever have to replace this motor, I want to take it apart and look at it. This guy going too? Oh, we're gonna get hit by the Mustang. Yeah, I want to take it apart and look at the gears and stuff. I wish I could look at it right now. But yeah, I don't know too much about the inner workings of these motors, you know. I picture it being just nice. See that? That's why you gotta stop. Crazy. Anyway, I don't think she even saw me. All right, what else can we talk about? We talk about dogs and strollers. going? Who's going? I'm going. All right, so yesterday I went up Broadway. The day before I published that video already, I went all over the place. Part of it was on First Street. Which way do we go? Oh, we got a roadblock right here. We're gonna have to go around these fools. Uh-oh, I just broke something on my bike. What did I break? I think my bike's done, guys. Whatever I just did. I think OC Commuter's done, guys. My bike's done. I don't know what just happened, but all right, well, it was fun while it lasted. At least I have a few videos to publish. It makes me think it's like a bearing though. Oh man, dude, this sucks. When I went off that curb, it did something to the back tire. Yeah, it's done. It's over. Yep, motor's gone, guys. The motor is done. So, yeah, that was it. Whatever was wrong with the motor just yeah, dude. All right. The walk of shame. I knew the motor was done. Oh man. So what we got to do is we're gonna this is gonna be a long video. We're gonna air up the tires up to 35 and we're gonna pedal all the way home. So we're probably halfway. So we only have like 5 miles. Oh man, I can't believe it's over. I can't believe it's over. I knew this day would come soon. So I have, tomorrow I'm probably gonna ride my son's bike, I guess, the pedal bike. And I'll contact Electric and see if they'll send me a back tire for free. All right, so I'm gonna leave the battery in there because usually I would take it out in this situation because I would take the battery out just to make it lighter, but I don't think it's gonna really matter that much. So I'll check back in with you when I get my tire aired up. All right, this is the fastest I can go, guys. So I put some more air in the tires, but it doesn't feel really any easier. It's probably easier to walk, to be honest with you. So the one time when I rode it all the way to work, it was way easier to ride than this. So I'm not too sure what's changed. Maybe it's because it has 20 pounds of slime in the tires. But it's I guess it's faster than walking, you know? Not much though. Let me see what the max pressure on these tires can be. I think I could probably get some more air in them. Because this is ridiculously. Let's see what it says here. This is too slow here. So this says 40 psi. So let's go put a little more air and see if it's easier. All right, so I got 35 in there. I think I don't want to be a wimp and call a rescue mission. So I'm gonna see if I can make it all the way home, but this is gonna be difficult. I've done it before, like I said, but that's without slime in the tires, without the battery, without all my gear. It was just straight, just riding, you know. Just a bare bones setup. Let's see. Yeah, it's not easy at all. Guess I can take my helmet off. I'm not going to be needing my helmet. Yeah, this is max speed right now. Yeah, I can't even go faster than this. This is it. Max speed, guys. OC Commuter's been humbled. I'm trying to think, is there any hills? I guess this is a little faster than walking, but it definitely takes more muscle. It's really strange that it doesn't roll as well as it did when I did it the first time. I mean, it wasn't like a regular bike the first time, but it was definitely much easier than this. nice though. It gives me a new perspective of the city. Going by these houses a lot slower than I usually do. So I think what happened, so you're riding, right, and the tires are spinning when I went off the curb. So the tire's spinning freely as I'm in air. And then when the tire lands, boom, it grinded those gears. That's what I'm thinking. All right. So I guess I'm just gonna keep recording. Might as well. So I don't know at what point I'm gonna stop this video, but I definitely wanna have a video for my last ride on my, yeah, maybe I'll email Electric tonight and it's just kind of funny that the warranty was up on August 28th and it broke a month later. But yeah, I'm not easy on a bike at all. I never thought about the how the tires spinning if you're catching air and then hitting the ground and stopping abruptly could damage. That never really, I could be wrong about that, but I don't know. So I have no idea how long. So I was probably at what, like 25 minutes when the bike broke, maybe 30 minutes. So this video is probably close to an hour right now. So obviously I'll edit most of this stuff out. And you probably don't need to hear the conversation of me talking to my wife. Yeah, this is exhausting, guys. I'm in silent mode. All right, we got some Halloween decorations over here. We got the Amazon person, Amazon girl. Cruising through the neighborhood. Whoa. Yeah, I think it'll be fun riding the beach cruiser. Stand up. I need to lock this front shock here. Is that shock broken too? Here we go. All right, let's do this, guys. I guess I could leave the display on. I should have left that on to see how long